Hey, welcome back, guys. It's Pharaoh. Today we're going to be hitting some early progression for the Lily Messiah Europe account server here. I want to help some of you guys along in case you are newer to the game, and just show you guys what I would do and what I am doing to try to progress further early on faster. So the biggest thing I would say, regardless of what you're farming, is just having an auto battle going on in the background. So right now I'm farming up some Terramaton to try to get some different pieces here, like just the 2-star little emblem pieces here. So we can try to build some sets up. The damage set for Messiah and Lily would, or a damage set for Messiah and Leon would be great. And then when we eventually reset Leon, we will throw that stuff on Didding. So that'll be good there. And then also farming some Doki Doki for speed gear, so we can get Lily, Valerian, Gray, Freya, stuff like that up and running. We did pull Freya from a, I don't know, like 10 pull or something. We had about, I don't know, we were like 16 off pity or something, I think we hit it. So we got her. We didn't do her banner, it was just the normal permanent banner, which is exactly why you do the permanent banner. You know, in case you end up with stuff like that where you then have to end up, you know, like you can just skip the Freya banner, because you'd hate to go for that, and then the next SSR, or the SSR after that is Freya, and then you just wasted going for her banner when you would have gotten her anyway, although it's all RNG, so hard to know, but yeah, we'll hop into here, and we're just trying to get some stuff set up for the, one of the Grim Pursuit, the shell fights here. So these aren't the greatest pieces, but they are going to be okay enough, at least where I can go ahead and just level them up to 12, and that should complete a mission, I think, too. And then his Prowess is good to go. This is something you're going to want to do early on as well. Make sure you're going in farming the Prowess, and I mean from level 7 to level 25, you're mostly going to be jumping around. You're going to be farming Shadowrunner. I would farm up 3 Unbridled Science Shells, which looks like these here. Unbridled Science, you're going to want to get 3 of these maxed. You would like for them to have Swift Rush as well, so you're going to have an easier time making sets really early on. So all 3 of those all have the triple Swift Rush there. And then when you get these 3, you're going to end up pushing into a Pate, where you will end up putting, you're probably going to have Leanne and Didding, or Leanne and something else, some other damage dealer. I have Messiah. I will make Didding as well. And you're going to want to do, the Budo Panda is better, but this, I was just able to make a White Gale faster, so that's what Messiah has on him at the moment, but at least he's got Swift Rush there, and then this one actually makes sense. You could take the 2 Onslaughts here, and then add on 5 2 Emblem, or 2 Matrix modules here, and then you've got the 12 set, so when I get one more there, it's at plus 10 now. When I get one more double emblem there, we will be able to get that to 12. So I think we did have one. So we got that one there. And then we also maybe had one here. So we got this one too, which is better. Also, I'll throw that one there. And then Swift Rush was the other set, so we will look for any Swift Rush. We only have one, so we will go ahead and place that on there. And then now we have a Matrix set that looks like plus 4 Swift Rush, and then plus 12 Onslaught. So that will look like this. So a full Onslaught set, which is great, and then we've got a little extra bonus Swift Rush there. So you can get those working right away. Works really great that way. And then you won't have to worry too much about the gear. I mean, the gear isn't going to be good. You're looking for attack, crit damage, or crit rate on attackers, and then HP %, defense %, and then sometimes effect accuracy for supports and debuffers. So something like Gray, because he has a decreased defense, you'd like to get an effect accuracy somewhere on there, at least one. Stuff like Valerian, where it's just buffing, you're looking more for HP percent, or these two were just throwaways. I was just trying to make some sets here. And these were really early on, but you're looking for HP percent and then defense percent, so maybe we can fix her up a little bit here too. Okay, cool. What she has on her shell is also important, so she's got 3 Swift Rush, so we want to go ahead and try to finish the Swift Rush set if possible. It might be 1 off instead, and we might not have a 3 matrix to match with it, but in that case we could just take off one of these as well to make sure we're getting the full speed bonus, because the speed bonus is going to be more impactful early on, and really just the entire game than just having a little extra defense. 10 defense is not too big of a deal there, so maybe we actually go ahead and do this and just throw one of these on. We got this one here as well. Can you roll this stuff up? Probably at a plus 12 for these is fine. Some people recommend not putting so much in, but it's going to take a little bit to get these to 3 matrices, and I mean an epic piece with the correct main stat will pretty much carry you through to the hell difficulty, where you can start then farming up some triple matrix pieces. So that'll work fine there. We do have this piece here. We have got so we don't have any double Swift Rush here. We do have this we can try. We are sitting at plus 11 right now, so as long as we can get 1 more, we'll be good there. If we could have gotten 2, like a double here, maybe there'll be 1 here, but yeah, so there's not 1 there, but we can put on this 1 piece here. It's not a whole lot better. You could probably just leave this one on and wait for a better upgrade, but we'll take this, and then I guess we'll have to try to get a Swift Rush piece for one of these two, and then we'll have the actual Swift Rush set effect. So yeah, I mean, early on it's a little rough going, but we'll get there. We will get there, guys. We got that. Gray is pretty trash right now too. He's already getting to the point where he's missing his decreased defense, so something like double effect accuracy could be okay. You kind of want him to survive though, so if there's anything in here that's like a defense percent or an HP percent, that would be good too. And then these also do offer higher crit rate, so this is a plus 18 at level 9, so we'll upgrade this and then see the difference here. So we're looking at, it's only 3% more, but every percent is better, so might as well take advantage of that. We do have an HP bonus and a defense bonus, so we can just maybe pop that on and bring that up to plus 9 as well, or a little higher. And then these were not replaceable anyway. So here we've got plus 12, we were just barely able to make that, and that triple matrix for the Swift Rush from the Unbridled Science was pretty much exactly what pushed us all the way over there, so definitely worth it there. And then everything else is kind of built out. Lily, not in a great spot, but again, the triple matrix Swift Rush is saving the fact that we don't have great pieces here. And we might have some upgrades in here, not crit rate, but we do have defense percent there. We can maybe throw on instead. We got speed on both, so we'll just take the weaker piece there off and upgrade that to plus 9 at least. We're good there, and then I don't think we have anything else, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. But moving up there, we've got some prowess as well here to throw into Lily. I definitely want to make sure we are getting this stuff up and accounted for. These are a pretty massive number of stats. So first skill is attack, second skill is defense, third skill is HP, and you can get what is that, 1,250 extra just flat health, and then 10% extra HP, and that's for every single unit of the game, SR, SSR, SR, and Rare. It's all the same matrix scheme here. I believe we can check just to make sure. So let's attack. We'll check HP. So you have 20, 250, 400, 600, and then the extra 10% there. So, yep, Rare through SR, all the same prowess stuff. So you definitely want to get that for the extra stats early on. Just those little things like that are what's going to help you push into the next area. That's the most impactful thing, is making sure your module, at least the sets are being finished, and then getting that prowess up, and then the shell is the most important because you're getting the highest level of stats then from these. So we have 20 speed here, so we'll look at Lien, or maybe we'll look at something that has a full Swift Rush. I wonder if this one's not done. Or they just have, oh, they're different, they're just different animuses. So the Unbridled Science, unfortunately, does have less speed than the Budo Panda and White Gale, which you would be getting into the next stage, which would be a Pate, but it's still good to have any speed you can get. So yeah, I guess we'll just do Leon then. So she's got 20 speed. And then we do have Swift Rush for 8% on her, but her base speed is 106, so 8 speed there is like 8.6 or 7 or something like that. Extra speed. It's not quite 9 extra speed, I don't think, but it's pretty close to almost 9 extra speed there on the end. But if we look at the shell then, you're ending up with 20 extra speed, so that's better there. If we look at one that has a little bit more going on, like Lily, she's got the full 35%, so she's getting 35 would be if it was a base speed of 100, and then the extra 17 is something like 6 extra speed, maybe. So she's getting about 41. It's like 41 extra speed there, whereas her shell is giving her 16, so for damage dealers, it's much more noticeable where the extra speed off the shell is doing more. But you know, the supports still benefit from it. Every ounce of speed you can get is good, and then just the basic stats are good there too. So that's sort of that breakdown there. But yeah, I think we can probably hop back into farming some of this if it's done. Maybe we can do one more run here. Sure, and then if you guys notice here, I do have 400 over at 120, so I full maxed this one on accident. I thought I was just filling up like a 10 run for the background farming, and then accidentally spent a full 10 refreshes there, which is fine. If you can put in the time to do 10 refreshes a day, it's definitely a good idea to do so. You would like to do that to be able to keep moving, so nothing bad there. So yeah, collect our achievements. We do have some summons a little bit here. I think we have some free ones, and then we have some ones where they are just the normal odd discs. So permanent summons, we have 3 of them from the Anasync adventure thing, whatever that is, and then whatever else is there. So we'll get at least 20 in today here. Pass. So the pass here doesn't seem like much because you're only getting 1 reward at a time when you're opening it, or maybe you're getting 2, but over time it adds up to be a lot. I think you're getting another summon every 10 levels you get, or in this case 5. And you get the Apex one there, Shadow Print, and Evolution thing here, Lattice. So it's some nice free rewards to pick up there. But we can just hop back into the Hyperlink charter. Keep humming along. So fully equipped 3 SSR Animus with 9 modules, level 9 modules. So we've got these 2. Oh, she's got level 6 modules. That's the issue. Now, you don't really want to go ahead and do this, like, for just a 1 matrix piece, but we don't have any other upgrade at the moment, so it's not the end of the world to just do that, and then we can keep on pushing through here then. So we can do that. Hard 3 Terramaton will be a little bit harder. Fully equipped 3 SSR Animus with level 9 unique modules, so this is where you would want to have already been farming some hard mode, like hard 2 Doki Doki, and then hard 2 Terramaton, if you can. So here we have, it's all unique other than just this one, so we just need to get that one fixed up if possible. There's really not a good upgrade, so we might just have to throw something we don't necessarily want onto it. So he's good to go there. Leanne is good to go here, so we can actually do this, where we'll just take this, replace, and that will complete that mission. But we can go back in and we can change that out right away. So take that off and just throw the defense piece on. The gear changing is all free, at least so far it has been, so nothing to worry about there. You can switch gear from, character to character as you need to complete content, or as you end up getting better sets on, like, maybe a better support, you put them on there, and then the lower supports start getting the leftover gear from the higher priority supports, and then same with damage dealers. So not that you probably wouldn't be making too many damage dealers. I mean, there's like Messiah, Didding, Ziada, Rosa, Chloros, stuff like that. There are some damage dealers, but there's not a ton in the game so far, so it's not like even if you wanted to build every damage dealer, you'd be building very many characters. So yeah. And then we need to 5-star something as well. We do need to 5-star Leanne just for her missions anyway, because we're going to have to use her in Terramaton. Lily is also a fantastic option to go ahead and 5-star, and definitely will be doing both. At this point, I think I'm going to do Lily, because she's a little higher priority. And then we can kind of just have these two carry Leanne through some of the other areas if we need to. Or we can just try to do both at the moment. Not sure how many shadow print pieces we have. We should be able to do both. But okay, 6 there. And we can take this and we can just craft some other shadow print pieces up. So, yeah, plenty there then. Definitely plenty. It seems to be like a conversion rate of maybe like 8, 4, and 2, so it would take like maybe 8. I feel like it would take like 8 of these to go into a purple one, and then like 8 of these would become then 2 of these, so, or like a 1 to 4 conversion rate is maybe what it is. So I'm not sure if one of these, or if we did 4 of these, it would turn into 1 of these. I haven't exactly figured that out, but you're pretty starved for this stuff at the beginning of the game, so that's something to look forward to if you guys are not quite playing yet, just kind of checking it out. So we've got that. So they're good to go now. Something about this game that's kind of odd is the level is pretty irrelevant. Starring them up is a massive increase in stats, and then leveling them up is almost nothing. I think going from level 1 to level 45 would be maybe a 10% stat increase from what she has right now. I don't think the speed goes up at all, but the other, like, health, defense, attack, I think go up by like 10% maybe. Yeah, unfortunately we can't we can't check it without actually leveling it up. But, the leveling up stuff doesn't do a whole lot. The starring up definitely does. It does a lot, but the leveling up is not huge. The bigger pieces of the game are like Shell, getting your first 5 into Prowess on everything and getting extra base stats that way. There is a dupe system here. Gives you some basic increase in stats. She does debuff, so she gets some effect accuracy. Some things get crit rate. I think some get... I don't know if any of them get speed. I don't think any of the characters get speed in the game, but they get some sort of stat increase that helps them as their own specific unit. So that is something to look out for too. And then yes, we'll hit that. Follow 5 players. That should be pretty easy to do. For any of you guys that are watching on YouTube right now on the stream, if you guys are on the Europe server, it would be awesome if there was any union space in any of your unions. It's actually hard to find a union to get into on the Europe server, I'm finding. There's not enough unions, or there's not enough players that are awake when I'm awake here in the States. Like he probably, oh, he does have one. Maybe he was already set up with someone else. Nice. Yeah, but it's hard to find any unions that are open, so that is tough. And then that's actually a thing here you want to check in. And then, of course, you get stamina and other rewards for being in a union, so it's good in every way to just be in a union as fast as possible. But you want to be in an active one. Defeat hard Doki Doki once, fully equipped one Animus with epic modules. That's pretty easy to do. Do any have a bunch of them? No, he kind of does. We can take her and do this, and then we can take this one off and put on this, and I think that covers it. And we can just switch back right away then too. For that. So Doki Doki Hard 2 and Terramaton Hard 3 are what it wants us to do. So we'll fix her back up, and then I'm going to be summoning pretty shortly here for YouTube crowd. So I'm trying to make a YouTube video out of the stream. Hey John, welcome back. Trying to make a video at the moment for YouTube. It should be just about ending for them, so they can do that, and then we can do our normal live stream activities. So, what are we at here? 15. There's 3 there, so we should try to get a couple more if possible, and then we can maybe use a few crystals. That wouldn't be the end of the world. So. We could get one there. If we defeated this, we could get upgrade any of her skills one time. Could do that too. So let's exit out of this, and then we can have it run some GP outpost here. We get some more summons from here too, actually. So that's not too bad. Hey, nice man. What team did you use to get through level 42 of Ember Trek? I know a lot of people have been struggling pretty badly with that one. You know, the more I go through here with Messiah, the more I wonder, like in different teams, should I just be building Gidding instead? Because he's great for stuff like this where it's wave clearing, but then I get into some of the Shell Dungeons or Terramaton where it's just like one boss and 2 side adds, and Gidding would just be doing more damage, I think, just cracking the bosses open. But I'm not sure. Messiah is obviously still a beast, but Gidding, I think, might be doing just more burst, the more burst damage you need in some areas, so. Yeah. He was at level 6 then, hopefully. Okay, level 21 that opens, so pretty shortly here. We can just have that run that. Okay, and then we should have... I think we did Arena already. So, I definitely want to make sure you're using all 5 of your tickets there every day if you are a new player. You can get a perfect lattice in there pretty easily once a week, just from doing your 5 attacks a day. So you used Lily, Didding, Kachi, Valerian, and Kloss to beat the end of Ember Strike. Oh, I tried 10 times before you got it. Well, it's good that you did get it. I think reset is today, right? So while that's going, we can do the challenge for Doki Doki Hard 2, hopefully pass that. And then we can roll back around to Hard 3 for Terramaton, and that'll give us, I think, just about enough summons for our stuff. I'm going to pull her out. Kaz is a great champion for, or great Animus for Doki Doki for sure, but I actually have gear on Leanne, so we're just going to throw her in. And we should pass this, I think, with 3 5-stars, all with reasonable modules on them. At least for this early on, I think we can beat Hard 2, I would hope. So... I wish this up here in Doki Doki would say, like, 2 waves. It would say wave 1 and then out of 2, so you knew you were getting a second wave after that. I mean, you're going to figure it out pretty quickly anyway if you actually watch the game that you're playing, but I don't know why it says wave 1 out of 1 when there's pretty clearly 2 waves in Doki Doki. This would be where Kaz is great because she can... CC the enemies, and then it makes it so that you can deal more damage to them. So, just speeds up your runs significantly. And then in some, as you get higher, you have to, or you're going to fail anyway. But at the lower stages, it just makes the farming faster. Okay, so it looks like we got Hard 2 here done then. Hopefully Hard 3 is just as easy in Terramaton. Kaz King and Doki, pretty high add damage when asleep. Yeah. Well, it's nice she's on a 3-turn cooldown as well, because then you can pretty reliably keep the like hit the CCs, but then also keep the decrease attack on in case you do get hit back. We gotta hit Hard 3 here as well. Okay. We've not built the Freya up yet. We will build the Freya up at some point. Now that I've played the game more, we've seen more of how you might want to progress or more optimally progress in the game. Freya has kind of become, I feel like, more of a arena champion, which was kind of surprising to me because of the way that you can mess with some of her, the way that she works. So something like a Kachi and a Valerian will still cover the increased attack and the increased defense, but they will just be bringing more to the team. So even though you're getting the buffs from 2 different sources, Valerian and Kachi are also bringing extra buffs on that, and Kachi's bringing extra debuffs. So those two take the role of Freya and perform in just better ways. So Freya is kind of getting shelved at the moment, but she will be definitely used depending on different events and in different areas where they have the restrictions in terms of which elements you can use. She'll get picked up there too when I need green and whatever other color champions to complete content. So it looks like hard 3 was easy, I guess. It's going to hit again, might take some stuff out, but we should be beating this quite easily at this point. So that is a positive note there. Lovely. Freya is great when struggling with turn cycling since she pushes people. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Since I have the Lily and I'm getting the extra, the increased speed or whatever, I'm better off that way. But yeah, for players that are struggling with that, Freya is quite good. A bit more of that, and then we are good to go for one of the Hyperlink charter things, I think, here. So we've got that. We need to, I guess, follow people, someone. I'm not sure that it matters who. Let's see if this person has a union. Okay, just maybe join their own. Alrighty then. So we got that. We'll get these summons here, and then keep pushing there. Okay, so we're gonna need to get through this so we can get the second lattice to then skill up Leanne twice, because that's part of her hyperlink charter. You need to put 2 lattices into the same skill, so skill 3 is what it should be for her, and then you can reset her and get these back and put it into something you'd actually want to use. That's why we're farming GP Outpost for fire right now, so we can get Leanne built up to there, and then yeah. So is that enough summons then? Nice, awesome. So we'll get these going so I can kind of put together a YouTube video here to put up for people that don't want to watch streams that are too long. They get their piece, and then we'll get to hang out on stream here. But if you guys haven't come out to watch the streams, definitely do so. It's a good time over here. Just listen to some... It's pretty much dubstep music, I think. At least that's what it used to be called. Maybe it's called something else now, but we just hang out and listen to music here and re-roll a lot, and usually fail at those re-rolls a lot, so that's alright though. So we are 31 off pity, so I think I'm gonna do 1, because then now that we've hit 50, I think now we're in soft pity range, so this might increase the chance for the times 10 to hit something. But we'll see. No, not quite. Alright. Getting copy there, cool. So anyway, that'll be all for the YouTube video section of this. If you guys have not come to the stream, definitely hop over, check it out. We'd love to have you here, but if this is all you're watching, then you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time.